If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. What's up? I see Holy Spirit's in the house. I don't know if y'all seen that light come flashing past me. Hey, Holy Spirit, what's up? What's up? All right, so tonight we're going to be going into the Light Seers Tarot, the Energy Oracle. And then I have the Moon Seekers mixed with the Moon Seekers mixed with the Umbrella Oracle. So that's what we have for this evening. Now, that being said, let's go ahead, let's get started. Let me just turn this on real fast. Okay, that's on. Cut the volume down and let's get into it. So let me just open up the chat. And yeah, we're going to look at my angels. Hey, angels. Let's see, Holy Spirit and the angels in the house. Okay. And then I'm about to say hey to all my boos. Hey, boos. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get started. Okay. All right, let me see who all is in here. I know y'all, please forgive you, girl. Okay, let's see who we got. Okay, we got Clifford Beans, Giovanna Dixon, Tamal, Maria, I shall not be moved. Okay, Ryan from the 8, Daisy Neves, Boo Boo Bear, Martin Simpson, Shelly Matlock, Tamika Barnes, Miss Patty's Enough, Dennis C. Mac, okay, Shelly Matlock's Scrap Chick. How you doing, Scrap Chick? And what's your name? Irma Ortiz. Or is it? Yeah, Irma Ortiz. Yeah, Ortiz. Hey, baby, how you doing? And hello, Don Hasseldine. How's everybody doing? Happy hump. No, is today hump day? No, tomorrow. No, today's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Hey, Cindy. I hope y'all feeling blessed and highly favored. I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling really, really good. And I'm happy. I hope y'all are happy. And I hope you're feeling really, really good today. Oh, thank you, Irma, for all the hearts, boo. I see them. I'm doing really, really good. I'm doing really, really, really good. I feel, I don't know, I just feel really happy. You said we woke up today, amen. I know that's right. I know that's right. Hello, Constantine. How are you, boo? All right. Holy Spirit, what is it that you got for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? What is that we need to know? Starting off with the Queen of Wands in the upright. The Ace of Pentacles. Now, let me double check. Is that supposed to be reversed? Wait. Is the Ace of Pentacles supposed to be reversed? Yes. Okay. Just thought I'd check. Hello, Allie and Chippewa and Eljador, Tamika Barnes and Mario Bronson. Okay, Ace of Pentacles was in reverse. What else you got? Page of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Did you want this? Do you want this? Oh, wait a minute. It didn't fall, but do you want that Chariot? Hold on. Just one. Do you want the Chariot? No. Okay. Put the Chariot back. Hello, Patrick and Sun Scorpio, Eljador. I know that's right. What else you got, Holy Spirit? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Energy at the bottom of that, we got the High Priestess in reverse. The Fool in reverse. Two of Cups in the upright. So we got Cancer, Aries, Taurus. Okay, so there was a relationship, but it's not, somebody's not going to step into the unknown. Okay, somebody sees something very clearly. Secrets have been exposed. There will not be a new beginning to a love situation because someone now sees. Yeah, so there was a lot of love here. There was supposed to be a lot of love. This was supposed to be a strong partnership with the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. Ooh, wait. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here with this Ace of Cups. But somebody is afraid to take a leap of faith forward because something has been exposed. You know, whenever the high priest is in reverse, that means, hey, the secret is out, exposed, and somebody does not want a new start. So let's get into the bottom of the deck. Let's see what's going on. Hello, Clifford Cox and Tiffany. How you doing? Okay, so we're starting off with the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is Leo energy. The Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo in reverse. Okay. We have the Page of Swords, Gemini. This is how it looks in reverse. The Queen of Cups also came in reverse, Pisces. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which came in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles is shoot, Virgo. It's like I hit a little small. Oops. Okay, so let's talk about this. Somebody is confident that they do not want to give to something. They're very, very confident. We got a Queen of Wands, somebody in this Leo energy, and they're confident. You can be any of my fire signs, really. Somebody's confident. I don't want to give to a situation anymore. I don't want to give to it. In fact, I don't want to talk anymore. Page of Swords is in reverse. Somebody is ghosting. So it's like, okay, I don't want to talk. I don't want to give. And I'm confident that I don't want to give or talk to this person anymore. Why? There's a lot of drama here with the Queen of Cups. Somebody does not want to talk because it's a lot of drama. I mean, a lot of it. And with the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse, somebody feels like I don't want to work with this person. Now, it might not just be drama filled. Somebody could have a Queen of Cups could be involved. A Queen of Cups in reverse, which is a water Pisces, but it could be any of my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but it's heavy on the Pisces. Okay, so somebody has decided they don't want to talk. I'm cool off the drama. I don't want to work here, and I'm very confident. I'm very confident that this is what I want to do. So let's talk about this Queen of Wands here in the upright. Okay, let's talk about why you're so confident of what you're going to do. Here, let's talk about this Queen of Wands. Holy Spirit, what you got for the Queen of Wands? Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Wands is in the upright. In the Hierophant. Yeah, there was a time where someone wanted to get married, but they walked away. Somebody wanted a committed relationship here. They thought that this was going to be something that was going to make them very, very happy. But in the end, it looks like it may have drained one of y'all. You see all the energy coming off this one girl. Maybe there was a time where you thought that you wanted to be stable with someone else. You thought that, you know, this was going to be a good times, happy, the right type of commitment, very, very stable. But here with the Four of Wands, Aries, and then we have the Eight of Cups, Pisces. Somebody decided out they was going to walk away. And you're confident in walking away. And somebody is getting up and going towards singledom here with the Four of Cups in reverse in the Hierophant. So they're closed. They're not going to be closed off to themselves. This is somebody who is like, you know, instead of just like pouting and just being like, you know, I'm just going to choose me. So somebody is getting up and running towards singledom and being in their power. It's almost like with the Queen of Wands, it's like she's stepping into her power. So you may also be going through a lot of change and transformation with the Queen of Wands here. So, you know, you may be going through a change, and whatever this is, it's led you to go, you know what, I need to get up and be single. And that's exactly what I see someone doing. So the Hierophant was Taurus, and the Four of Cups is Cancer. Okay, and the Three of Wands was Aries, and the Eight of Cups was Pisces. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody has decided I'm done. I don't want to give to a situation. Let's talk about why. Hey, Tanny, how? What's up? What's up? Let's talk about this Ace of Pentacles. You all, please come on in. Double tap, double tap. Say hello. Get your shot out. And yeah, double tap, please. All right, y'all. So we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if you want me to take all these cards that's under here. Did you want me to take all these cards? No, ma'am. Goodbye. Did you want me to take all these cards that's under here? Yes. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. I mean, yeah, in the upright. The Page of Cups is in reverse. The Justice is in reverse. And then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Let's talk about it. So, yeah, somebody has decided to stop giving. You were a Queen of Pentacles. You used to look out for somebody that you cared about. Look at you. Look at you. So this is what we're doing. So here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, someone used to look out. You used to take care of those you loved until you found out you was in a one-sided situation. Page of Cups here in reverse. So once you realize, oh no, baby, this is one-sided. Justice is in reverse. I'm not being done right. I'm not being done right. This whole situation is a self-sabotage. Here with the Three of Wands in reverse. So there it is. Thank you, Irma, for the flowers. Okay. So this is what someone has decided. Did they realize that now they're being self-sabotaged? This is why you're choosing to be single. I'm being self-sabotaged. And somebody got up to do me dirty. They was lying to me. Justice in reverse is a lie. This is somebody who's keeping you out of balance. This is not right. And it was like somebody's basically doing you dirty for no apparent reason at all. You have realized that you need to cut off communication. And this is what we got going on. Hello, JP the Guy, Beffy, and Ron Richard. JP, if we got some people in here with crazy names, and when I say crazy, you know, sometimes people trying to be slick with their names. Just delete it. They be wanting me to say, I ain't saying them crazy names. Let's talk about these Page of Swords. What's up, John Rubio? Page of Swords in reverse. And welcome back, boo. Okay. So we got the Empress here in the upright. Taurus energy. Queen of Swords is Libra, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, somebody decided to stop talking. Somebody was like, listen, you cheating on me. I need to look at this from a higher perspective. I need to remember who I am. Wow, I'm liking the energy. Somebody has felt like, listen, you had to walk away and stop giving because somebody put you in a third party situation. Here with Three of Swords. Okay, Three of Swords is Libra. So here it is. Somebody was literally broke your heart, ripped it to shreds. And this is somebody that you brought into your inner circle because you looking out for them as the Queen of Pentacles. So like financially, you might be really caring for a person. And then it's like, but so when you looked at this from a higher perspective, it was like, hold on, wait a minute. Just let me process this for a minute. I'm trying to be in a stable relationship, but it's one-sided. This is you as the Queen of Swords saying this to yourself. Looking at this from a higher perspective. I need to create a boundary because maybe I have forgotten who the hell I am. I'm an Empress, dang it. I have the Midas touch. Everything I touch turns to gold, and I deserve better. And somebody is realizing their worth, and there they go. And so it's like, oh, no, baby, you going to try to put a one-sided situation to an Empress? Not today. No, you're not. Let's talk about the Queen of Cups here in reverse. So somebody was bringing a lot of drama, and I mean a whole lot of drama to a situation. A Queen of Cups in reverse. Let's talk about this Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. You all please come on in and double tap. It's more than 50 of y'all. It's almost like 60. Some of y'all need to please double tap the screen. Okay. So we have Death in reverse, the Sun in the upright, the King of Wands is in reverse. So this is what we see. Okay, somebody went back to a situation that proved to be nothing but drama. Or they went back to a Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so somebody could have went back to a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, heavy on the Pisces though. And so what is being illuminated for you is that maybe this is what makes them happy, is going back to someone from their past. This is somebody who decided that they want to drop and be irresponsible with you. This King of Wands in reverse. So they're not really a leader. This is somebody who's moving irresponsibly. This is somebody you cannot work with. So we got the King of Wands and the Sun are both Leo and Death is Scorpio. So this is somebody you realize you can't work with, the Eight of Pentacles. Let's talk about it. What's up, Samara? You can't work with this person. You cannot work with this person with the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse. All right, let's talk about this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in the upright. Yeah. Okay, listen, you thought that you was gonna birth something, but the only thing that ended up being birthed here was this is very unstable. You can't work with this person. They put you in a third party. It's kind of like, before I got on here and see, yeah, you're not gonna get a new start with this. Before I got on here, I seen a picture of a man, and it was on a I like to watch this comedian, and he takes little clips and he comments on them. The clip was of a man. He was down on his hand. He was on his knee. He had took a knee. He had just gave his girlfriend a car, and he was proposing. And she said no, but it was the way she was dressed. She was for the streets. She's community vagina. Okay. And you could see it. The outfit she had on was like, oh my God. Her outfit was like, it spelled horror. I ain't lying. Boobs out, all this. It looked like she for the streets. And you could tell like he was like really adored her. But she didn't see him. She didn't see his worth. Whoever we talking about here, though, you see your worth. And it's like, why am I giving to someone who, this is not stable with this person. This is somebody who was out here cheating. And this is somebody who went back to cheating with Death in the Three of Swords here. Death is right behind the Three of Swords. So it's like somebody went back to cheating on someone else. And so they moved irresponsible. And now you're realizing this ain't gonna be your new start. You're an empress. Whoever you are, even if you're masculine, you're in the empress energy, which means you're out here, you got the Midas touch, honey. And somebody playing with the wrong one. Okay? Somebody is playing with the wrong one. And so it's like you gotta sometimes you gotta help somebody recognize who you are and what's your worth. I know that's right. Emperor in the upright. Eight of Wands is in reverse. So I see somebody making a boss move. Hey, Valerie. Yeah, that's what's coming up. Somebody is making a strong boss move as the Emperor and making a head over heart decision. Oh, yeah, and making a choice to not give to this anymore. And moving on to peace. You're going to move away from this person. Child, you're moving away. So this is you choosing to be single. Somebody has bossed up. Emperor energy, which is Aries. Somebody has decided, listen, it's almost like you're getting, can I be honest with you? You see how this energy is coming down over his crown chakra? It's almost like you're being divinely guided. You got some sort of divine inspiration that, you're a boss. You have the Midas touch. You coming out in Empress and Emperor energy. So you might be very balanced in your masculine and your feminine energy. And so it's like, why am I putting up with this? Somebody is recognizing their worth. I might as well be single, baby. I don't need them. I'm not codependent at all. You do not need this person. And so I think what is happening here is that you decided to get up and remember who the hell you are. And once you remember who you are, you realize I don't need to talk to somebody who wants to self-sabotage a relationship with me and do me dirty. Ain't nothing to talk about. Sometimes y'all, when people do stuff to y'all, some people want to have closure. They want to talk. Whoever this is, it's like ain't nothing to talk about. They didn't already showed you who they are and how they respect you and how they looking at you, and ain't nothing to talk about. Hey, Kevin Hall and Ivory, welcome to the channel. And so it's here with the Eight of Wands, and Eight of Wands is Sagittarius. It's like somebody's going, ain't nothing to talk about because you self-sabotage. You did me dirty. You put me in this one-sided situation, and I looked out for you. I looked out for you. You was out here providing. Whoever you are a provider. You held your line. You held your position. And you was damn good at it if you're an empress or an emperor. And so here it is. This is when you realize, listen. I shouldn't even be giving to this. As balanced, this is you in contemplation. I should have a boundary. Why am I giving to this? As balanced as I am, as wise as I am, as stable as I am. I shouldn't get to this, baby. Call somebody being called to peace. You're being called to peace. And it's like the divine is literally pulling you towards peace, away from an irresponsible person. Here with the Six of Swords. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is Taurus, and then the Six of Swords is Aquarius. Okay. And so we got the Ten of Wands here in the upright. You are realizing that you don't want a start where you got to carry everything. Why would you want to go and be in a relationship with somebody that's going to leave you unstable? This is not the new start that you want, where you got to carry everything on your own. And see, it's like, this is what, like, this really, as an emperor or an empress, this is what I'm birthing. A start with someone who wants me to do all the work, all the heavy lifting. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm already providing, but now you want me to do everything on top of that too. And you had the nerve to cheat. Oh, no, no, sir, no, ma'am. That's not what you're going to do to me. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. So somebody has decided they are not going to be a part of that. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. Hello, Valerie. It's like, no, I'm not. You're not playing with me like that. You're not playing with me like that. Ten of Swords is in reverse. Somebody has decided this emperor. Remember, I said emperors make head over heart decisions. It's like you do it automatic, baby. It's automatic. It's like you compartmentalize, emotions cut off, logic cuts on. And logic says, take the 10 swords out of your back. Somebody, hey, this is a problem that can be solved. You don't need this person to solve. You know what I hate, y'all, is when people be like, I'm just waiting on them to break up with me. I'm just waiting on them to break up with me. Actions speak louder than words. If they gave a damn, they would have did right. They don't, so heal yourself. You can heal yourself from this person stabbing you in the back with the 10 of swords. So someone is choosing Gemini energy. You're communicating, I heal me. I'm the boss here. I am the captain of my ship. It's time to move. And somebody is making a boss move. Yep. No new start. I don't want another new start. So ain't nothing left to talk about. So like, you know how sometimes people cheat and they want to go back and tell that person, how could you cheat on me? This is somebody who's saying, no. Ain't nothing to talk about. You did what you did. We don't need to discuss it, baby. I see it. Thank you for letting me know. I'm done. So it's like your healing is by action. And the action is, I don't need to have a conversation to ask you, well, why did you cheat? Who was you cheating with? How many times did you cheat? Well, did you cheat here? Did you cheat there? Did you cheat at this place and that place? You're not asking questions. This is somebody who is kicking ass and taking names by moving away from a situation that's not serving them. So we got Judgment, which is Libra. And so I see one of the first things you doing is, I'm not resurrecting relationship. I'm moving with no mercy. I'm cutting off all communication. And yes, it does hurt to not give to it, but oh well. Oh well, it feels like you are mourning. It does feel like your relationship is going down the drain. But oh well, you realize that, listen, I got to make a head over heart decision. I cannot give anything else to this. And by you doing this, by you not giving to this situation anymore, you're actually holding on to hope. Here with the star here in the upright. So it's like you are, and it's Aquarius with the star. So in order for you to find hope, you got to move towards peace, baby. Listen, when you are called to peace, that's like God is saying, put that down. Put that down. That's no good for you. So it's like, y'all, sometimes we can carry things that are not good for us. If you're spending money on somebody and their disrespect gets loud, the disloyalty is loud, baby. This is loud. It's smacking you all up in your face that you're in a one-sided connection. This person got you out here giving gifts and doing the most, and they're taking it and then cheating on you. Are you serious? It's like, nah, baby. Mm-mm. Let me just stop. And while you are crying, you are hurt. You are hurt. This is mourning. And you may even regret ever giving to this person. Because this is also about regret with this Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is Scorpio. So some of y'all might regret giving to this person, knowing, but now that you remember who you are, damn, I shouldn't have ever been giving to them anyway because they're not on my level. Have you ever said it to yourself like, hey man, I should have really been talking to them no damn way. Oh, they're not even on my level like that. So in order for you to find hope, you got to move towards peace. And you're going to move towards peace. Even if you got to move towards peace alone, you're going to do it. Listen, some people could say you're being selfish. Well, I don't know if I should take these cards because it kind of fell out. Hold on. Let me see. Let me get one more. Hello, Maria. How you doing? What you got? What you got? Yeah. Oh, no. You got to go back to finding hope. So it's like the cycle is, listen, typically when things get heavy, somebody don't want a cycle to close. Now, this could be your person who didn't want to work with you. But what I see is you don't want to lose hope. You don't want this to be the end of hope for you. So I got to move towards peace, baby. I got to choose me above all. Above all. All of this. If I want to be strong and successful and I want to be empowered, then I have to let go of what don't serve me. This is not serving y'all to be giving to a situation. And you know what is so funny, y'all? Remember that guy I just told y'all about? I had just said, hello, Linda. I had just said to y'all about the guy who just proposed to the girl. And I wish and the way she was dressed, y'all, I promise you, she's like a streetwalker. And I'm like, this is who you're in love with, but she doesn't like you. She doesn't. And everybody in the comments was like, oh, she don't like him. And I was like, he's trying to make a whole housewife. And he didn't even realize, like him down there on his knee, he looked like a pick-me. And I tell you all the time, like, listen, sometimes you can inadvertently look like a pick-me. When you are overly giving and somebody is blatantly in your face disrespecting you, and she do look like she disrespect this man. I mean, he had a brand new car with a bow on it, on his knee proposing, and she was like, nah. The look, I was like, wow. He looked desperate. You look like a pick-me, and you could see it in his eyes. He really was in love with this woman. But you cannot make a whore a housewife, whether it's a man or a woman. Anybody who want to be for the streets, baby, you have to let it go. And you can't, no matter how much love you give, no matter how many gifts you give, you look like a pick-me. Like you're desperate. And this is what somebody is like. Whoever this is, you saying, hell no, I'm not. No, I ain't nobody. No, baby, we're not doing that. No, 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 no. I'm going to go back. I'm going to maintain my peace. I'm going to maintain my peace. I'm not about to let somebody make a fool out of me. I'm not gonna let nobody make a fool out of me. What's up, Vitalis Richards? So yeah, I'm not doing it. So it's like you're bossing all the way up, and it's like you're calling your power back, even though it hurts, even though it may hurt. But see, you're looking at this from a higher perspective. Either you listen. This is a choice. Either you let go and find peace, or you end up in the Eight of Swords, all up in your head, all upset. Oh my God, what is going on? And then after a while, you won't even recognize yourself because you look so damn weak. Been there, done that. I've done this. I've been there. Like, oh my God. I'm going to share this with y'all only because I was much younger, much, much younger. And we learn as we get older. I will never forget the day I had went and I was standing outside and a storm was coming and I was literally being rained and held on, trying not to fight this other woman. And the guy got between us, who was my person, and was like trying to protect his boo, but you supposed to be with me. And it was more than just my guy. This was my husband. And I was like, I just remember, this is when you don't recognize yourself. And I remember when I got in the car, because I sat there for a minute and I said, this is not, who am I at this moment? Who am I at this moment? I was mad at myself because it was like, what are you fighting for? They have made their choice. You want to give up everything to, and I mean everything. You want to go live less, have less, be with less. And at the time, I thought it was personal. I thought that it was something I had done. You know what I'm saying? And I sat down with spirit, y'all, and like I had to really read myself the other day, and I was like, what is it? And spirit, the divine told me, baby, not everybody feel like they on your level. It is what it is. And that goes for some of you all too. Once you really recognize your worth and you really somebody who is an emperor and an empress, you can balance out your energy. You are so financially stable and hyper independent that don't nobody need you. There are some men out here. You don't need no woman, honey. You can cook, clean, fix a car and roll with it and be a nurturing to them kids if you have to. Sometimes people can't handle it. Sometimes people can't handle it. Imagine you got daughters and you out here putting ponytails up better than mama. Some women can't handle that. Oh, you can cook and you cook. Oh, you could do it all. Some people can't handle that. And the same thing goes for my women. So like not only do you look, some of y'all look very masculine, but you could step into your feminine and balance out the energy and be nurturing and caretake and all of that too. And when we have some women that are like that, you look very feminine, but baby, if it calls for providing and stepping into my masculine energy and not to be act like a man, but if I have to boss up because there's a need here, then that's what I'm going to do. Hey, there's a problem here. It has to be solved. It has to be resolved. And ain't nobody going to come in and save me. Let me step up. That intimidates some people. But my point is, this is when you sit down. This is somebody looking at something from a higher perspective. This is you using your intuition. And you got to really think about, you're letting go. This is you telling yourself, I have got to let go because I don't want to look unrecognizable to myself. And so sometimes, y'all, we will be trying to hold on to something that knows it is not able to stand in your presence because it's not meant for you. People will choose less than you so that they feel comfortable. Because you got to remember, like attracts like. So when y'all see someone, and this goes for men or women, I don't care what sex you choose to be with, but when you see somebody choose somebody less than you, baby, that's because that's who mirrors them. They think themselves less than you. So they got to go be comfortable with somebody who is less than you. And this is what spirit showed me when I was like, well, what is really going on? Because, baby, it's something about your independence. It scares people. Some people need to feel needed. And you are a feminine. You're very feminine. I can be real submissive, real sweet, real kind. I know how to be in my feminine energy, but the fact that I can stand in both arenas, that's very intimidating. And that's what I'm telling y'all. So whoever you are, I'm seeing that here. So it's like when you look at this from a higher perspective, you're making a boss move decision to go, I'm not going to be out here unrecognizable. See, this is a girl looking in a mirror where I feel like I'm in a mental prison over somebody who's dog walking me. Oh no, baby, we're just not going to resurrect this relationship. I got to treat this with no mercy. And it might hurt, but this person is out here overindulging, honey, drinking alcohol, drugs, having a grand time. So I can either be unrecognizable to myself and hurt me, or I'm going to have to let this thing go, honey. I can't invest in somebody who wants to overindulge on the pleasures of life. Hello. You know what I'm saying? I cannot do this. I cannot do this. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. See, this is somebody saying, This is not an equal give and take relationship. And if I want to maintain hope, I gotta stop giving to this person. Oh no, honey, you didn't disrespect me. And no, I must remove my energy. And I might need to. I need to think about what I want. I need to think about this is when I must remove my energy, because you're not gonna overindulge and overspend on my dime on third parties. No, you're not. You're not about to go out here and party it up, get high and drunk on my dime. Child, I will release the devil. Go ahead, baby. I'm not about to be a part of none of this. Nope. Nope. Not doing it. Hello, Alicia Lopez, and happy birthday. Happy birthday to our Alicia Lopez, y'all. Okay. Hello, Dolly, Pipeline Dreams. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Okay, I'm going back to the bottom. But this is what I need y'all to see. Here with the devil. See, the devil is also drugs, alcohol, sex addiction, gambling, overspending, toxic behavior. This is somebody pulling the strings on you because they're playing that hot and cold. That, ooh, 1 minute they give you, I tell y'all that 1 minute they got you ooh and an on, and the next minute they breaking your heart. They ghosting you. And so you got to get out the bed with the devil. Somebody's like, not today. No. I'm not going back to the devil. I'm releasing it. I'm going back to peace. I'm going back to a time where my soul can shine like a star. No, baby, I'm letting go. If I want to maintain hope, I'm going to let go. So you're going to go back to hope by letting go of a toxic situation with a toxic person. Ain't no need in going through that. Hey, Bethany Elliott. So I love this. I love seeing that somebody is just like, you recognizing your worth and you bossing the hell up. That's what I'm talking about. Because when I told y'all this story about me, and I was getting rained and held on. And I remember sitting there, I said, Lord, this is probably one of the lowest. I felt really low because I could see myself in my, how you see yourself in the rearview mirror. And I was like, for real, Sasha? We are literally out here in the rain and the hail, fighting for what? Ace of Cups is here. Now, the devil was Capricorn, Six of Pentacles was Taurus, the Nine of Cups was Pisces, the Eight of Swords, Gemini, and the King of Swords is Libra. You looking at this from a higher perspective, baby. There's nothing left to love or give love to. Ain't nothing left to give love to. A King of Swords, notice how he looks like he's sitting on top of a mountain. You see all these birds? Birds have what? A higher viewpoint, right? And so this is somebody, and then he's sitting here and there's strings. You see these strings? It's almost like you connecting the dots. And all this information is coming in. And baby, love don't live here. Never has, never will. The Ace of Cups, this is somebody who's not pouring into your cup. So you're seeing it as you sit in this high position. And you're realizing, baby, this is bad luck. All the way around. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Ain't no good gonna come from this situation. Ain't no good gonna come. The wheel is not turning in my favor to be in it. Stop giving to it. So we got Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus here with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is not a balanced relationship. Ain't nothing good coming from this but pain. Something in the end that will leave you not being able to recognize yourself. So somebody is choosing before it even get to that point. I'm about to cut you all the way off and I'm not looking back. And this is what somebody did not see coming. Somebody did not see this coming. See, you didn't see that this person didn't see you was getting ready to stop talking to them and stop giving to them. The moment that you said, oh, you're cheating? I'm an empress. Okay. I don't do this. I'm getting Pisces, the moon. I don't do this. I'm getting somebody who feels like, I'm not about to do this. Because see, you didn't see, now it does say that you didn't see that this was going to be bad luck for you at first, but I do see you reflecting on this. You love this person, whoever it was. And even though you love them, I gotta cut you off. I can't give to you. I don't give a damn how long I've been knowing you. I don't care how long I've been knowing you. A year, 2 years, 3 years, since childhood. The moment the disrespect got loud, and I do love you, but I'm gonna stop giving to you. I don't give a damn. I'm not giving. Somebody pulled their energy all the way back. How you doing? What's your name? Mira. Ooh, it's all together, baby. The one who said cancer confirmed. What's your name? Is it Mari? Marla? I don't know, baby. It's all together. Oh, it's Matilda. Hey, boo. Hey, Matilda. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Brandon Harvey. How you doing? And User Bull. Now, User Bull, I watched the playback. Some of your comments, you're going to have to watch it, baby. Some of the stuff you be saying be a little off. Watch your comments. We got Three of Pentacles and the Hermit. Okay, so let's talk about this. Somebody has decided, yeah, I used to want to work with you, but I'll release you. Somebody is not playing. Somebody is not playing. I don't work with toxic energy. I will release you. Okay, this is what I'm saying. This is what somebody's saying. I don't work with toxic energies. I don't care. There was a time I loved you and I wanted to work with you. I don't care. I don't care. I will stop giving to you and I will release you like you are the devil. This is one of them. You're going to F around and find out. You're going to F around and find out. Now, the Hermit is here in reverse. What you got with the Hermit in reverse? Knight of Wands here in the upright. Five of Pentacles is in the upright. The Seven of Cups. And the Two of Wands is in the upright. Okay, so let's talk about the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit is Virgo. Knight of Wands. Somebody feels like their person got up and was very sexually impulsive. And this is why the relationship couldn't move forward. Y'all couldn't, there was no way for the wheel to turn in your favor if somebody's out here being sexually impulsive. This is somebody who don't know how to close off themselves. They don't know how to close themselves off. So, like, when you're not with your person, they're supposed to be closed off. You're not supposed to be out here running around like a Knight of Wands. You're not supposed to be running around being community street meat. Your person should be able to trust you when you're not with them, right? Just like they should be able to trust you. When you're not with me, I'm not out here whoring around. I'm out here alone. But whoever this is, now they don't want to be alone. They're out here whoring up. And you said, okay. Well, what they didn't see was while they was whoring, you was like, okay, cool. I'm going to just leave you out here in the cold. Five of Pentacles. So there it is. Somebody didn't see that rug being pulled straight from up on their feet. Okay, so you're going to whore it up. I'm removing me and my energy. Goodbye. I'm not paying for nothing else. Now you're in the Five of Pentacles. Somebody didn't see it coming. And boy, look at here. Boy, look at how the mighty fall. Don't she like she falling, almost like drowning, going down, sinking to the bottom? Look at how the mighty fall. Somebody didn't see it coming. Like, oh, snap. Collectivism and pull the rug from in front of my feet. Five of Pentacles is Taurus. Seven of Cups. So you're being left, this person's being left out in the cold. This person that you loved is being left out in the cold because they had too many options. You're out here, you are street meat. And I call it street meat. But that means you're community dang-a-lang-a vagina. And so since you don't know how to control yourself, I have to release you. And so this person, you're letting go of them, and you're examining your other options for the future. What are your other options? Where else could you, what do you want to work on now that you done released the devil? Somebody's looking forward. Okay, you're making new plans. All right, I love it. I love it. Hey, Katie Inquirers, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Stephanie, how you doing? Educated to Liberate. Welcome back. Michael Cofield, welcome back, baby. Anybody else that I may have missed? I'm getting ready to go back down. I think most of y'all that are normally here said hello already. Okay, so let's get into it. So somebody's making a plan on what could work for them, and you're looking at other options. Now, this person is being left out in the cold due to them having options. You know what I'm saying? Their future was putting you in a third party. And you was like, baby, if that's the future you got, devil reverse, let go, goodbye. Ain't nothing to talk about. Hello, Roger Midnight. And that's exactly what ends up happening. Sometimes people play with the wrong one. See, Two of Swords. We got the Two of Swords here in the upright in the Four of Pentacles. I know what I'm talking about. See, this is where the stalemate. I'm releasing you. Somebody's like, oh, no. Since you got to get up and you got to go over here and play, you just want everybody to get in the bed and play with everybody. I got to protect myself with the Two of Swords here. And so with the Two of Swords, it's like, no, this is not the normal Two of Swords, but a Two of Swords is like somebody's guarding and protecting their heart. So you're becoming at a stalemate with this person, and you're going to release them since they want to go out here and be a whore. So go on out here and be one then. So we got the Knight of Wands, the Sagittarius, the Four of Pentacles is Capricorn, the Two of Swords is Libra, the Hermit was Virgo. All right. So you releasing this person to just go ahead and be a whore. See? See, this is what you told him. Go ahead and be a whore. I'll let go. Ain't no sweat off my back. You want to go out there, you want to whore around till you can't whore no more. Till it falls off. I mean, literally. What's up, the real B Muse? So you tell somebody, go ahead. Go ahead. Be with your third parties. And while they over there being with their third parties, this is you. With all your options, I'm going to just slow down. Whoever you are, you create a lot of options. You are an emperor and an empress energy. That means you got the Midas touch. Options come with you. And while you may be very generous and loyal, you will, hey, I'll pump the brakes. We ain't got to go for it. Knight of Swords is in reverse. This is you pumping the brakes. Nah, we cool, baby. I pump all the brakes on these options. What's up, Ola May and Laura Silva? How you doing? So it's like somebody pumped the brakes. Yeah, baby, we ain't got to have a future together. Goodbye. See how this is a hurt. Looking out the window. Our future ain't got to be together. Goodbye. And somebody's letting go. I know that's right. Do your thing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go do your thing, boo. So I see collective, y'all are letting go. I love it. I should call this week the week of letting go. Because somebody this week is recognizing their worth. This whole week, it seems like it strength is in reverse. So you realize that, listen, being with this person would have put you at a stalemate. It would have made you weak. You can't get up and go towards somebody who's not putting into your cup. It makes you weak. And ain't nobody got time to be weak. So you're not going to fight for something that ain't fighting for you. Seven of Wands is in reverse. Strength was Leo. The Seven of Wands is also Leo. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to fight to be in a connection with somebody who wants to be with third parties. Go ahead and do it. You tell them to go ahead and do it. Go be with your third parties. I just ain't going to provide for you, boo. Listen, and this is not an ultimatum. You know how some people say, well, if you're going to cheat on me, then I'm just going to cut you off from everything. No, but baby, this is not an ultimatum. This is, I'm doing this. This ain't no, I'm about to do it. I might do it. Either you stop cheating and then or I'm going to cut you off. This ain't no might. This ain't no, I'm going to think about. No, baby, I'm actively done. I'm so done. We ain't even got to talk about being done. You're going to look up and everything going to be canceled. Cars canceled. Clothes already packed up and in a bag waiting by the door. Everything is going. And this is somebody who is moving. Which one of y'all? I'm seeing it. I see somebody like look, Mercury retrograde, completely moving, packing things up, throwing things away, cutting cars off, changing locks. Somebody, this ain't no, Whoever this is, this provider has all the way. I'm done having your back since you like third parties. You just be out here in the cold. Somebody is pulled all the way back. Hey, Miss Edwards, happy Tuesday. Christina Gonzalez, how you doing, sweet pea? Welcome back. April Simmons, welcome back. Okay. So I just see y'all pulling y'all's energy all the way back. Somebody's like, I ain't with it. Yeah. Page of Wands is in reverse. Me and you, baby, I will slow down. Me and you never gonna get nothing else off the ground. As far as partnership, never. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Woo, 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 woo. Y'all went from, we could have been lovers, divine partner, Gemini energy with the lovers, to now we're not. Vision change. Listen, you could wake up on Monday and have a plan and a future. We're going to be together. And Tuesday, the whole thing is scrapped and in the trash. It literally be like that. And sometimes, y'all, when stuff happens or you find out stuff, it's like you'll literally be sitting there going, we was just together yesterday. We was in the bed. We was laughing. We was playing. We watched movies. We joked around. It seemed like any other regular day. Like I went to bed happy and in love. And now today, it's like I don't even recognize you. Today, my entire life has changed. It literally be like that. But whoever you are, you feel like you're making a head over heart decision as an emperor and going, I have to do this so that I don't become something unrecognizable to myself. I have to remember my worth. This is somebody who's playing on your top and they know that you're a provider. But sometimes y'all, it just dropped on me. Some of these people, we think y'all desperate to be married. So you'll accept anything. There are a lot of people right now sharing, men and women. I tell y'all all the time, I got an auntie right now who has a husband and 2 boyfriends, and she bold with it, got everybody under the same roof. My aunt is polyamorous, and she got me wrapped around her finger. It ain't just men who know how to who can create these poly situations. It's some women who do it. My own aunt does it. I'm not lying. I think that is so crazy. Because I really feel like you gotta be on drugs to get me to do some foolishness like this. I gotta be high off, out my right mind. But she does it. And whoever this is, they want to do what they want to do. And so you're saying, before you let this affect you and stress you, knock you off your square, affect your money, affect your self-worth, affect how you see yourself, I'm gonna just go ahead and let you go. You're gonna let them go. And that's how it's gotta be. Hey, Kimmy. Page of Pentacles. See, you cannot let this make you weak and get you on your last leg standing. With the Page of Pentacles. This can't be my... Yeah. This has to be permanently over. This has to be. Ace of Swords in reverse. It has to be. You can't fight for this. And I get it. Sometimes people will want to save their marriage. You might want to save your relationship, even if this person cheated. But whoever this person is, you're so balanced in your energy. You don't need anybody. And I know that sounds so crazy because you want someone, but you don't need anybody. Like if I'm a man, let's say I was a man, right? And I'm a very masculine man. I can fix stuff. I know how to fix cars. I know how to, do yard work. I know how to build shit. Like I know how to be like, if I needed to fix stuff around my home, I could do it. But just because I don't have no wife don't mean that no meals ain't getting cooked. This house ain't getting clean. Like I know how to do that. And I also know how to take care of my kids and nurture them and do whatever I need to do. That is balanced energy. So, do you really need somebody? No. You want somebody. It would be nice to have somebody take some of that stuff off your plate, but you don't need somebody. And there are women, like I said, who are in that same position. So when you look at this from a logic perspective, this has to be over. You can't fight for this because you don't even need this. You don't need this. This person ain't even on your level. Page of Pentacles, this person's weak. Why are we going to fight for a weak ass person who's a Page of Pentacles? And you showing up as a damn emperor and the empress as somebody who's in balanced energy. They can barely balance on one leg. Financially. No, baby. Temperance is here in reverse. This has to be over, and you cannot give a damn if this person ends up out of balance. See, because there's the light and the dark. If they out of balance because you can't provide, they should have thought about that before they went out there, and love should have brought their ass home, but it didn't. So go be you. This is what you tell them. If you're out of balance, you're no longer my concern. My concern is me, myself, and I. Whoever this is, you're in the Nine of Pentacles, baby. Only person you concerned with is taking care of who? You. I'm single. I'm sexy. I'm successful. I'm fully healed mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. I don't need you. You growing money, baby. And it doesn't matter if you get something off the ground with this person. You already showing, baby. I make enough. I do enough. I know what to do. I know what to do. Six of Wands here is in reverse. Yeah. Cause see, it's like you realize, listen, this person that you wanted a partnership with, all they over here doing is putting other people above you. And see, if I were to get closer, see, this is, you see the hands in the background? This right here, these little white, this is a girl like she's in a crowd with a crowd. This is somebody putting all these people above you. This is what this person doing. The person who's supposed to be your divine partner putting all these other people above you. And then with the King of Cups here in reverse, this is them out here being emotionally selfish. When stuff gets going, they leave. This is somebody who is only worrying about what benefits them. They don't give a damn about you. So they're being selfish, your divine person, putting other people over you, and you looking like, fight for this? No, baby, we're going to let that go. I wanted you, but I don't need you. So divine partnership or not, I have to let this go. I got to let this go. And y'all, sometimes that can be really hard. Hello, Stephen DeMarco and Arvana Sky. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. And Beloved and Rut. Hey, boo. Laura Chavez. How you doing? April Simmons. Shanovia. Oh, I like the name. That's a beautiful name. Hey, Dollar Bill. Karen Langford. Kimmy. How y'all doing? All right. Now let me go back to the bottom. And Lance, how you doing? Good evening. Marcella, welcome. And Mojo Music. Empress Tina, how y'all doing? All right. Let me tell y'all. What was I going to say? What was it about this King of Cups? It'll come back to me. It was probably something about this person being selfish. But either way, you just got to move on. Hey, Cindy. Because see, yeah, yes. Child, please. Final, 4 swords. You're putting the final nail in the coffin. You don't care if you got to be alone and you got to heal. Oh, well. You're putting an end to being generous. Ace of Swords here with the Knight of Cups. You're putting an end to being healed. I mean, to being generous. You put an end to it. The Ace of Swords is, I'm done. Baby, that's over. All that generosity, you're done. Knight of Cups is Scorpio. Ace of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. 4 of Swords is Libra. Page of Pentacles was Virgo. Temperance, Sagittarius. Nine of Pentacles, Virgo. King of Cups is Cancer. Six of Wands is Leo. Thank you, baby. Hey, add out for the 1010 super chat. Hey, boo. He said, imagine begging a problem's sake. That's exactly yeah. You don't need this person. And once you really recognize your worth, and listen, this is what I was going to say. I remember, listen, and I have to use myself as an example because, like, I don't just be telling y'all this stuff because I've done this. I remember sitting down with the divine, and this was that thought that I had kind of lost for a second. I was like, Spirit, if it was important, bring it back to my memory. I remember sitting down with the divine and going, okay, I see the situation. This is not worth fighting for. And for those of y'all, especially in soulmate or twin flame connections, I need you to listen closely. Sometimes when you are in a soulmate or twin flame connection and you are new to spirituality, you don't even have to be new to it. You just want your twin flame because it's such a strong desire. That soul tie is a strong one. So it's almost like a spring. Even though y'all could go far back, it's like y'all pop right back together. You could go away, but something in your heart will long for this person and you want it to work. You want it to work. But when you look at the truth, and I remember sitting down with the divine, and I was like, okay, my spiritual teacher would refuse to tell me when I asked her. See, I used to do research on my own. I was like, can you please explain to me what is the difference between a true soulmate, a karmic soulmate, and then it was the divine soul, like the divine twin flame connection. Like she was like, no, I'm not going to tell you that because I asked her. She told me that my person was my soulmate, and I said, well, which type of soulmate is he? And she wouldn't tell me. Slick. Do you hear me? See, I don't play these types of games with y'all. So I did the research. I knew what a divine soulmate was supposed to be. But then when I sat down with the divine, I said, look, this is what you said love looks like, and this is what I got. Now, you say that this is my person, but my person ain't adding up to what you say this is. I got to let go. Don't think that just because this is supposed to be your divine feminine or your divine masculine, you have to stay. If you hold it up to the blueprint, and the blueprint says love is kind, love is patient, love does not do any wrongdoings or keep records of wrongs, and love is all these other things. And then you look at what you're getting, and you're getting somebody who is throwing you in the third parties, disrespecting you, and the disrespect is loud, and the disloyalty is loud. Then, baby, and they're making a fool out of you. They're gossiping about you. They're using you for your money, and they're doing this, that, and the other. Then, baby, we got to let go. Then ain't no point in staying. You gotta you gotta remember who you are. You gotta let go. And when you remember who you are, baby, you didn't need them to begin with. You were somebody before you met them. You gonna still be somebody after. So you gotta remember who you were before you met this person. And y'all gotta get up off of. This is why so many readers say they do not subscribe to twin flame connections, because some people are so, oh my God, I just got it. And you gotta listen. And then you gotta have a real heart to heart with the divine. Hey, I know that this was my assigned person, but my assigned person has abandoned their assignment. Can you cut the soul tie so I can stop feeling this longing feeling? If you're still longing for somebody, a soulmate or a twin flame, you can ask the divine to break the soul tie. You can ask God to help break that. And some of y'all be trying to break it yourselves through, doing a little bibbity bobbity boo. But baby, let the one who put it together break it down. I bet it won't go back together. When you ask God to remove that soul tie, that longing, that feeling that normally snaps y'all back together, and that's how you end up being with somebody who, you keep giving them chance after chance after chance. No, we're going to ask the divine, nope, cut it off. And when God cuts it off, trust and believe. It ain't gonna get cut back on. Because remember, what God put together, let no man pull apart. But if God pulls it apart, what you gonna do about it? So then you're not looking at this person with, oh my God, I love them. Okay, well, they didn't put me in a third party. Maybe they'll change. You want to knock that stuff off? Ask God to break it. I want you to look at this, God. I want you to look at the record. This is supposed to be my divine person. This is what I'm getting. They disrespected me in every imaginable way. And I don't want to feel this longing, loving feeling towards them any longer. Break the soul tie and allow me to be free and to do my purpose without this person. And listen, in Twin Flames, they say y'all come from y'all share a soul or something, and y'all just split in two. When my other half of me is acting a fool, it's got to be cut off. Just like how they sell you. Remember when Jesus said, if your right hand causes your left to sin, then cut it off. In other words, then you got to cut off the side of you that ain't working, baby. You got to cut it off, whether we share some or not. I have to cut off what doesn't serve me, even if it's something within me. Whether it's within me or a twin flame or a soulmate, cut it off and move on and move on. But that's what I wanted to share with y'all. You got to be strong enough to let it go. Hey, Catherine Guthrie, XOJ, Ron Lee, DeWanda Allen. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. All right. Carrie Coney, beloved and real music love. How you doing? Michael Cofield, Arvana Sky. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel, everybody. If I missed you, okay. And Stephanie Alva, welcome. So you realize that, listen, if you give to this, baby, if you come in and rescue this, you know what you're rescuing? Chaos. Who? What did Adolf just say? What did he say? Let me go back up here. Adolf said, imagine begging the problem state. This is spirit saying the same thing. Imagine you going and begging the chaos and the conflict. You out here coming and giving. Here you go. I'm going to come in like the knight in shining armor to go get the chaos and the damn conflict and allowing you to put me in competition with others, with the 501s. You going to the problem? You begging the problem? The chaos and the conflict and all the people that they want to hang in competition with, this is what we fighting for? Hell to the no. This is why you putting the 4 swords in it. Nope, no, I'm not today. Not today. No, I'm not. I'm an emperor. I'm making a head. I'm going to cut on my emperor hat, and my emperor hat makes head over heart decisions. Just like a king of swords. Can't do it, not gonna do it. You ain't making no fool out of me. Hello, MKO, Charity Ward, Cam Bass, and John Beams. Okay, how y'all doing? And Cindy Padella. So it's like, yeah, you have to. No, you're not gonna give to chaos and conflict. Hangman. Because if you were to do that, baby, you're gonna get yourself caught up. Imagine you're an independent energy. Now you caught up in God looking at you like, oh, baby, you need to change your perspective. Do you remember who you are? Because see, this looks like somebody who don't remember who they are. When you get caught up in the hangman, you got to change your perspective. This is spirit saying you need to change your perspective. You need to recognize your worth. You are 9 of Pentacles, honey. Emperor, Empress, 9 of Pentacles. You grow money. You got the Midas touch. There's something pure about your heart. See all this white she got on? Oh, baby, you don't need this. You're grounded by yourself. You don't need this. This person who wants to be selfish and independent, even if they come back and apologize, you don't need this. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve to be treated like trash. And this person who's selfish, who only loves themselves and puts their needs first, look at this. 7 of Swords in reverse. This egghead gonna try to come back. And you need to already be ready. I already know your ass is gonna come back. It's a no. It's a no. And then you ask God to put a hedge around you, a boundary. This person already know they can't come back. And sometimes they'll call and they'll try. And they'll try to say little stuff to you. You don't love me, you still love me. Trying to make you feel all bad. But when the disrespect gets loud, baby, that's when you make your statement. Baby, you will never sit in the same room with me again in your life. You will never breathe the same air as me, especially if I don't have no kids with you. Baby, ain't nothing for, we will never, never. And I'm gonna make sure that I let the divine know I'll never want to be in the same room or breathe the same air as your toxic ass ever again in life. And ask God to, hey, and I need angels to protect me. This person, no, no, never. And let me tell you, and it's funny, the reason why I say that, see, I don't just say stuff just to be saying it. Because see, I'm the type that'll go to the divine and be like, well, before you say something like that, is this person the type that is it in them to change? No. Does this person, will they ever, is there even a slight bit that they might turn it around? No. When the divine tells you this person ain't gonna change, that means hell to the no, no, no. You got to let go. You got to let go. There's nothing you can do that will make it better. You have to. You have to. See, you cannot allow this person, you got to put an end to being juggled. Because, see, this is a choice at this point. See, when you find out somebody has you in a third party, you're making a choice if you choose to stay and be like, oh, girl who said she wanted to be the weekend chick. What's that girl name who made that weekend song? I'm your girl on the weekend. Monday through Thursday, you got him, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the weekend, he mine. Y'all sharing a man? Y'all want to share a woman? Y'all want to be that? No, this is a choice. And whoever the hell I'm talking to, you're not gonna be juggled like this. Four Swords is here. I'd rather be alone and mend my heart before I sit up here and let you juggle me. Hell no. Whoever you are, you saying, no, this is not my idea of a happily ever after. This is not. You think I'm really going to come in and reverse chaos? I'm about to reverse the tower and I'm going to go back to chaos. Just like Adolf said, it's like you opening the door to saying, come on back in, chaos and conflict, headache, stressing out. I miss being my head bound up and sitting up in the Nine of Swords wondering what they doing. Your self-worth got to be about this little. This little. This little to go back to that. And whoever, some of y'all, listen, you want, Spirit says you better change your perspective. You trying to move forward. You trying to be successful. Even if you have to move alone in the chariot. You got to remain balanced in your feminine, in your masculine, in your light, and in your dark energy. And you got to, even if you have to be the sole rider. I did want happily ever after with you. I did love you. I adored the hell out of you. But damn it, if I got to let you go. And Spirit is saying some of y'all are in the hangman. You need to remember who you are. Who are you? I've been saying who are you all week. I say collective, we had a bomb reading on like, was it Monday? Or no, it was Sunday. Sunday, we had a bomb reading Sunday. And then yesterday, I even said, who are you? And I've been saying it for the last 3 days. Who are you? And this is what Spirit is saying. In order for you to be successful, if you're in a hangman, that means that light ain't came on because you don't remember who you are. You don't remember who you are. And I'm needing you to remember who you are. Because see, if you, with the Five of Swords, allow this person to come back and apologize and work their magic on you all over again, then baby, you can't get mad when things starts to slow down if you don't have the right boundary. You can't get mad about this. Because this is a choice. This is a choice. And I may come across like, damn, Tasha, you cutthroat. Baby, it was not like this. Listen, you will cry your way through strength sometimes. It takes courage sometimes to tell your heart, I know my heart is breaking. I know it hurts, but damn it, I love me too much to allow this shit to continue like this. No, I'm not doing it. I got to remain stress free. I see what you're doing. See, the high priestess, normally this is when you're sitting, you're observing, and you're watching, and you're listening, and you ain't saying nothing. But when you know the secret, you are being given a choice. Who are you? Do you want to remain stress free? Then you're going to have to let this go. You're going to have to let this person go because you know their secrets. Even if they come back and apologize, you know what they was out here doing. You know they was out here street meeting with the community. And some people, it's your... Some of y'all, listen, some of y'all people we've been talking about, some of y'all people be down low too. For real, girl. This is how really we so desperate. Because I was talking to Spirit about this today. You so desperate that you want to cry over somebody who wants to choose to be with the same sex. Like you ain't got no self-worth. This is what we gonna cry. I'm reduced to crying over my baby daddy who want to be with a man. Really? And that ain't no offense to none of y'all who are same sex, but really? This what we doing, sis? Our self-worth that low? Our for real? Cause I know some people right now who know, but they want it so bad. They manifesting it back in. You know he down low, you want this? Why? You don't think you deserve better? You don't think that you could find better? And I know that hurt. And I get it. But that's my baby daddy. I get it. I get it. But your baby daddy don't like you like that. He like that to me. And he will play with you if you allow it. He'll use you. He'll come in and get his rocks off. Take your money and keep and go the other way. You said, what's my name? Ella, my name is Tasha. You can listen. You cannot allow your self-worth to be so low that you accept that type of behavior, or you accept giving someone a car, like this man I told y'all about earlier, proposing, giving him on the day you propose, you give her a brand new car and a ring, and she's dressed like a whore, and in your face she tells you no, she don't want none of it. And probably has a side dude who don't even, but most he can do is buy her a box of Popeye's chicken, if she lucky, and crack her back open. And that's about it. And she love him to pieces. But over here, you giving her the world. She can't do it because you can't buy love. And you're nobody's pick me. And if you really can afford to be, and that man is clearly an emperor. He's an emperor in the money, but he ain't an emperor in the mind. Whoa, did you catch what I just put down? You could be an empress or an emperor in your bag, but if you ain't an emperor and an empress in your mind, baby, something's wrong. Because see, you're supposed to still be able to be all of the suits: the sword, the pinnacle, the wand, and the cup. And you know how to compartmentalize and cut that thing on and off when needed. So if my mind is weak, I ain't really no emperor in that moment. Because I don't recognize my worth. And this is what Spirit is saying. You better recognize your worth. Who are you? That is my question to every last one of you. When you find yourself in a situation like this, whether it's your friend, a family member, a business partner, a co-worker, a lover, a child you didn't have, one of your kids, your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, who the hell ever. Who the hell are you if you're going to keep putting up with disrespect and disloyalty? When you recognize your worth, baby, you can't play with me. You cannot play with me. I know my worth. And I'm going to tell you, you know what you should be saying? I'm the damn game changer. I'm the disruptor. You can't play with me. I will set it off in ways, baby. And my set it off ain't setting it off like blowing stuff up or breaking windows. No, I'm going to show you what a set it off is, baby. You know how they say something could be silent but deadly? My cutoff game is deadly. Baby, it will be like, I promise you, I will erase every whisper of everything. I promise you, you'll be like, damn, was I ever, was it real? Which, I know I got pictures, but the way you remove, baby, I promise you, it was like it was never there. That's how you gotta be. That's how you gotta be. You better recognize your worth, collective. Hello, Sherline, Shavana, and how you doing, Kim? Kim Mariah, is that how you say it? Kim Mariah Marie, and Katie Weston. Y'all be getting me with these names. What's up, Earth? All right, let's get the energy oracle. I love love, but I do not have a high tolerance for disrespect. I do not have a high tolerance for disloyalty. And that has come from being betrayed repeatedly. There has to come a point where God will say, do you recognize who you are, who I'm calling you to be? I need you to step into that. And even if you're crying, y'all, I'm not telling you to be hard. I'm not telling you to not have your queen or king of cups emotional side. I'm not telling you to not cry. I'm asking you to have strength in the midst of your heartbreak, to have enough love for yourself to understand that you deserve better and to stand in your self-worth and your self-respect for you, because if ain't nobody else respecting you, then damn it, you better respect you. You better love you, and you better fight for you with every last breath, that I'm not going to allow me to be disrespected. I love me too much to keep letting me stress out, lose weight, and be up all night wondering where the hell's your ass is at and why you ain't answer this damn phone. I go do that. I love me too much. I'm calling my damn self to peace. You call yourself to peace. Oh no, baby. You know what? What do I need? I done told y'all. I've even had moments like that. What do you need? I have said it to myself. Tasha, what do you need, baby girl? Right now, what do you need that will make you feel like all of these rocks are off your back? I just want to let go. Then let go. I heard myself say that. Then let go. And the moment that I allowed this person to go do what they want to do, all the weight came off my shoulders and I could breathe again. And I felt whole, and I felt like I loved me. And it was like my inner self it was like a hug to myself saying, whew, child, let them just do whatever the hell they want to do. Just love you at this moment. Pour all this love and attention you was giving them, pour it into you. Remember who you are. And this is when you find your strength. This is when you find your self-worth. This is when you're standing boldly in your confidence. And every day you might have times throughout the day where it hurts and your heart is breaking. And then you ask God to strengthen you to keep going, to keep not giving up on yourself and to not go back. Give me the strength to not go back. Break the soul tie for me and help me to keep moving forward and being my highest and best self. Because I'm not going to let this break me. This will be a defining moment for me. When you look up, I will be unrecognizable because I'm going to allow this to transform me into something that is unrecognizable. I am better. I am healed. I am resilient. I am strong. This is what we got to turn into. Not that we can't keep showing people that we are weak. Ain't nobody weak. You want to make a difference? Then be the difference. Remember I said, you're the game changer, the disruptor. Disrupt some shit. But it starts inside of you. Disrupt what's inside of you that don't serve you. that this person thought was weak enough that they could disrespect you in the first place, to step out on you and lie to your face or use you for your resources. Oh, baby, that person that you was able to do that to will never exist again in life when I get done with me. Because some of y'all are sweethearts, but baby, I done told y'all, people think nice means gullible, nice means dumb. And we ain't nobody out here dumb. You're smart. And just because you give and you love, baby, that does not make you weak. That makes you special. To have emotion and to love deeply, that is a gift from God. And anybody who tells you otherwise is a liar. That is a gift. But some gifts need to be very protected. Everybody is not worthy of that type of love. Everybody is not worthy of getting that type of attention. And once you understand that everybody ain't worthy of it, that's when you start protecting it at all costs. The fact that you are a healer, that you could speak life, and that you can heal people in multiple areas. Baby, I can build you up. I can turn your finances around. I can heal you from being around me. Everything grows. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know how to be in both energies, my masculine and my feminine. Everything you befriend, friends, stuff start growing. Everybody starts growing when they're around me. Everybody, and if you have that kind of energy, everybody don't get access to it, especially people who will manipulate it for self gain, who are selfish. You heal those who are going to go out and heal others. There has to be an even exchange. You don't keep be out here healing folks who just gonna take advantage for their greed. Oh no, we ain't doing that. You better know who you are. I know who I am. Who are you? Come with it. Y'all, this is the energy oracle. You know I love y'all. This is why I talk to y'all straight up. You know this. I love you to pieces. Hey, Diana Gorham. How you doing, baby? I talk to y'all straight up because sometimes that's how you have to talk to yourself. The way I'm talking to y'all is the way I talk to myself. There'll be times I'll be like crying and listen, we have cried enough. This is what I tell myself. We have cried enough. And when I say we, I'm talking to past, present, and future me. We have cried enough. That me, myself, and I. We either going, and I have told myself, make a choice. You're going to let this break you or you're going to let it make you. Which one is it going to be? I'm not going to allow myself to be seen broken. Then get up and fight. Damn it. And how do you fight? By taking care of yourself. By focusing on you. You don't got to say nothing to this person. Let them gossip. Let them talk. You let your actions speak louder than words. Your healing be magnificently something that is unrecognizable. And I guarantee you, you're going to see you won. And it wasn't even no competition. You won. Because what do they say? Success is the best revenge. Maybe it's healing, baby. Not being bitter. Not feeling that you need this person in order to survive. God got me. And God got you. And you got you. But I can't do it. I can't do all the work for you. I can give you the water. But you got to know what to do with it. Hey, Joey. Jojo. How you doing? Some of y'all we keep getting this. Come through, Holy Spirit. We keep getting this same message all week. Y'all ready? All right, listen. Caring connections, number 14. This is temperance. 14 reminds me of temperance. Somebody's about to get a very balanced connection. Some of y'all are getting a very balanced connection. It's two different, I'm talking to two different groups. Some of y'all will be moving into soulmate connections, and then others of y'all are getting door to spirit. Somebody's going to move into a caring connection that's going to feel, it's not going to be none of this like romantic type of intimacy, but it's going to be a spiritual intimacy with the divine. I got two groups here. Some of y'all getting y'all soulmate, and others of y'all are going into divine, intimate connection with the door to spirit. Spirit is opening up a door to you. And you are basically going to, it's like God is saying, you belong to me. Now, we all God's children, but there's a difference between just being God's child and this type of intimacy. This is you being elevated in wisdom and knowledge and growth, and God basically separating you. Kind of like, okay, just like, all of Israel belonged to God, right? At the time, we're talking about biblically. Remember he was when they was in the wilderness, but Moses had the door to spirit. Does that make sense? He had a different intimacy with the divine. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Whoever you are, imagine being like a Moses or Elijah or something like that, Jesus or something like that. You're being separated to have a special partnership with the divine. And whereas other people, they have access to the divine, but yours is going to be different because you're going to have a different job. Now, others of y'all will be getting soulmate connections. This either, regardless of whether you have a spiritual connection coming or a actual soulmate connection, it is causing someone a great deal of anxiety and stress. A lot of it. More, boy, the stress is heavy. The stress is heavy. Hello, Amanda Mack. Why does this stress you out? Hello, Elise. I just gotta take a second. Hey, Cat Powers, because I listen. I know I was on a roll. Hello, Helen. Bless T, welcome. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not able to see all y'all's comments, but I do see them on the playback. Brenda Swanson, hello, welcome. I think I got most of y'all. A little victual. Hey, baby. Samantha, Scott Platten, Empress T. Dang it. It went all the way back to the bottom. I accidentally hit the button. DeWanda Allen. Maria, I shall not be moved. I think you've been here though, Maria. Earth to Wiz E. How you doing? Welcome. All right, y'all. That's Kathy Weston. How you doing? Okay, I'm not going. And Sweetness for Real. And Ella. Okay, you said your name is DJ Khalid. Okay. Aaliyah, I'm not. That's not funny. Okay. Tanan, is it Tarnan? How you doing, Tarnan? And Kiana Valentine. How you doing? Kiana Valentine? I think that's how you say it. Okay, I'm going back to the bottom. All right. And Unconquered Rose, welcome to the channel. And Kia. Yeshua, welcome. All right. Now, listen. Why is this causing somebody a lot of anxiety? I need to explain to you. Do y'all know some of y'all are supposed to be healers? It says the healer of the ages, especially those of y'all who are moving into spiritual connections with the divine. Remember I said you are because your light will shine bright. This almost looks like, I don't think this is Jesus, but maybe it's supposed to be. I don't know. But see how his heart chakra is lit up and he has all this light. It's almost like the face is unrecognizable, depending on how bright, and the crown chakra is lit up. So this scares whomever. It does. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is on a deeper level. This ain't just this person. There are things on the other side. On the other side of the veil, honey, in the spiritual world that is shaking in their boots about who you are. And if you really are a healer, you've probably they probably have tried to stop you before you even got to this point with many different things. And if you take a moment, you'll probably be able to recognize all the times where they try to stop you from stepping into being a healer of the ages. Because whoever you are, you meant to heal. Somebody meant to heal. Yeah, baby, with the angel of strength at the bottom of the deck. Somebody is strong. The divine literally protects you. Remember, I said somebody walks with the divine. You're like an earth angel, and the divine walks with you. You have a divine, somebody has a divine calling. A divine calling. This is starting to sound like Sunday's message. Somebody has a big calling. What else you got, Holy Spirit? It says, yeah, magician in the mirror. You are somebody who will be mirroring. Woo, you're a mirror. We talked about this. Somebody's a mirror. With a magician in the mirror, you are someone who will transform lives. With the 53 breaks down to an 8 in numerology, you're abundant, honey. And when you show people, you're going to show them the truth, but you will also transform lives. See, there's the mirror. So that's hot, but this is cold. And over here, it's like magic. And over here, it's like you showing somebody transformation, honey. You're going to mirror some stuff, and everybody ain't going to be able to handle what they see. You are, somebody's an earth angel. You bring it, you help balance things out. And see, people don't like that because some people don't want to see themselves. Some people don't want to see themselves, good, bad, or indifferent. Some people don't want. Some people don't want to hear this. Some people don't want you putting them on the hot seat. You mirroring them back. Somebody's a balance angel. That means that, hey, baby, you help balance out that light and that dark. And how do you do this? Because you're open. The divine taught you. Somebody's an earth angel. I keep getting it. Somebody is an earth angel. You are somebody, you know. Yeah, somebody's yeah, baby. Somebody's under the divine contract. Now, this person, some of y'all, the person that you used to have a contract with, they're up under a lot of anxiety because they want to come in and balance out the scales. They want to go back into a divine partnership with you. They want another soul tie. And they're having anxiety because they're not going to get it. Others of you, though, who like these angels of balance, you are, listen, I'm trying to tell you, as above, so below. If you think there are people down here on this earth plane who don't want to see you win, God forbid you understand what the hell is going on with these angels and these demons and the other things that are on the other side of the veil. There are things fighting for you and which direction you're going to go in, that are having anxiety about you having a divine contract with the divine. Child, do you understand? There are things shaking in the boot because this means that one, we can't play with that one. You can't put that one right there is covered in pure light. You can't play with you. And see, now, listen, it takes time to develop this. This ain't something that you just get overnight. Do you see how white and clear this is looking? This, she's holding a clock. This requires patience. These types of seeds, y'all, do not grow. She has a crown over her head, looks like wisdom. You got to take time to grow in this. This ain't something that you're just going to get in overnight and just fall into. This is a process. Okay, this is you got to do this daily. Hello, Demetrius. How you doing? And Jody, how are you? You got to take time to grow. This ain't none of them things. Oh my God, it's been 3 or 4 years. And and look at spirit. When I say that, and it says 4th chakra archangel Raphael. Notice where she holding the time, and notice the heart chakra here. Same place, same position, almost. It's like, yeah. So it's like your heart chakra is being awakened. Now, what happens with the heart chakra? Let's talk about the benefits of the heart chakra. It's the integration point. It relates to your ability to love, to have forgiveness and compassion. Why do you need to have love and compassion? Because especially if you're an earth angel and you're being called to work with spirit, then that means that you're going to have to give to the collective. That means that you're going to have to be a messenger of compassion and unconditional love. You're a teacher of love and light. You teach love and light. You're going to help the collective in a big, big way. So you got to get this. Okay. So you cannot come from a place of selfishness. You cannot come from a place of greed. You cannot. It's not about numbers. This is about service. For those of y'all going into the partnership with the divine. Okay. What's up, Politely Intrusive and Shamika Johnson? Welcome to the channel. All right. And I'm sorry if I missed your name. I'll look back in just a second. In order for you to do this big job, a key and a key is being given to you that will open doors. But this requires strategy. The only way you're going to be able to get the strategy is if you have if you're with the divine, you want to talk to the divine, honey. I ain't talking about no normal, oh, I pray in the morning, I pray before I go to sleep, I pray over my meals. No, baby, this is a relationship. A relationship. So you're going to have to sit down with the divine spirit and come up with a strategy on how to get this done. And see, this is going to require the thinking man. That means you got to get quiet and have time to think. You're in hermit, whoever you are. If you're in this healer of the ages, remember how Jesus would kind of go off by himself. Moses would do it too. Elijah, really all the prophets went off by themselves because you got to think. Why do you have to think? Because this is how God talks to you. So this ain't like no regular hermit mode. It's just like you live there. You come out, you do your healing thing, and you go right back to the divine and you think with the thinking man here. Okay. And you think and more wisdom. See how that crystal, it looks like it's opening up like a lotus flower. More wisdom will be given to you. Alicia Lopez, why are you rolling your eyes, honey? And who are you rolling them at? Okay. Hey, Vicky G. What is going on here? I see you with your eyes rolling up. What is this about? You laugh 1 minute and you're rolling your eyes the next. What's up, Season of Seasons of Life? Yeah. Welcome to the channel. Okay. And Charlene said, do you all mind double tapping, please? Cecilia, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Sarah, Queen Jazzy, Cindy Padilla, DC Cuddles. How y'all doing? Look at how y'all coming back in. I ain't seen y'all, some of y'all in a minute. Hey, boos. Welcome to the channel. Laura Chavez, Roy George, I see you. It's My Life. Patricia. Okay, I'm going to go back down because I see I'm getting repeat names now. Hello to the door. Yes, Sonara. I got you, sweetness for real. I got you earlier. Hello, Joanne. Apex. Hi, Apex Anon. How are you? Is this Ruby Wells? How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel, everybody. All right, so let's move on. I'm excited. What's up, the intuitive one? How you doing? Thank you for the gold coin and Nikita Johnson. Here comes the sun. Da-na-na-na. You gonna be shining bright, baby, like a diamond. It makes sense because you're always in the sun. And when I mean in the sun, I don't mean the actual literal sun. It's like you're standing with the divine. And so it makes sense for me that you're going to always be shining. Because, I mean, you are going to literally be happy. You're going to be happy. And there's a book of wisdom over here. That's not a butterfly. That's a book of wisdom on one half. And it's like a golden butterfly. And then look, this looks like a caterpillar that's getting ready to come out of the chrysalis. The chrysalis is where the caterpillar goes in, like it's climbing out. No, actually, my God, that's a baby. That looks. I thought it was a caterpillar. That's a little baby coming out of this thing that looks like a chrysalis. Guarantee you, you have some wings. There's a trumpet down here. It's like it's about to be announced, baby. Ooh, all eyes on you, baby. This Leo energy. If there's a trumpet here, a book of wisdom, and it looks like somebody's coming out of a chrysalis, and the sun is over you, and she's holding some sort of golden light disc, and then her crown and all this stuff. I don't know if y'all can see all that yellow kind of right over here. So it's like she's being illuminated. I know what I'm saying. Somebody about to be illuminated. Some of y'all gonna be crowned right before your enemies. Just so you know. All eyes on you. What's up, Jacqueline? It's like you're going through a transformation, and everybody gonna see right in front of everybody. And baby, your intuition gonna be on 10 with the goddess of the moon. Whether you're a masculine or feminine, somebody's intuition gonna be on 10. Do you hear me? So not only is it going to be illuminated that you are being elevated, but your intuition is gonna be beaming. And it's gonna look like you have literally like you hold the moon. Child, that means like your intuition is outstanding. Outstanding. Both of these are like illumination. You can illuminate the light and the dark. Did you catch what I'm putting down? Wow. Because you got the sun and you have the evening. So it's like you literally illuminate the night and the dark. So that's like you help people balance their light and dark energies. Congratulations. The door to value is being opened to you. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. So you're getting something that is very abundant. There is a lot of money on this card. There's a golden path here. There is peace here. There is abundance here. But you know, one of the most important things is on here that most people probably miss is that there is a key. You're being given the key that opens abundance, and not just in monetary wealth, but this has a lot to do with spiritual wealth, which is priceless. There are some things that are worth more than gold that you cannot buy. But just know there will be a lot of appreciation given to you. You probably, I don't know why, but I just felt like get your tissues ready. She's holding like this little handkerchief. I don't know who you are, but there's gonna be a lot of people that will have a lot of appreciation for your gifts. Congratulations. Yeah, attachment. Cause see, you're gonna show. Remember, I said whoever you are, you showing people the light and the dark. So you're gonna show people their attachments. You're gonna take them. It's like you rip the mask off. We talked a little bit about this on Sunday. Somebody is ripping. Hey, you take the mask off. You're gonna show people what they're chained to. You gotta take the mask off. You're gonna show people what's in the shadows. And you're gonna hold, like, see how she's holding up. It's almost like she's trying to hold it up to light, even though there is no light. You gotta take it off to be seen. You want to break the chain, you got to teach them. You're going to be teaching somebody how to break the chain. What's up? No lacking. Welcome to the channel. Woman holding a coin. And just because it says woman, you can change the man holding a coin. If you're a man, you are somebody who gives abundance. But see, look, notice this card. She's holding a coin, but she's sitting next to a cat. Cats are known for being able to see into the spiritual realm. Right? And what have I been saying? Your abundance is not just monetary. There is a very strong spiritual element to this. That goddess of the moon, that intuition, your insight, your ability to be able to see on the other side of the veil is really, really important. So that's it for this deck. Congratulations. Thank you, Jacqueline, for the star. Congratulations. If you are the one, and this ain't no plaything with that. You are the one. Because, baby, you got a big task. And this ain't just one of them things where you just say you the one. Like, this is something you do on a daily. And your actions and everything about you will prove this. And we will see you. And eventually, hopefully, we all get to experience your beautifulness that you bring into the collective. Cause that's a beautiful thing, baby. I appreciate you. Good night, El Jador. Hello, Jacqueline Murphy. Welcome, babe. You're so welcome. Hey, Diamond, Davis, Lewis. Did I miss anybody else? I think I got most of y'all in here so far. Ooh, my nose is itchy, 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 itchy. You all please double tap and say hello. What's up, Joanne Scales? All right, so this is called the Umbrella and the Moonseeker's Oracle. Come through, Holy Spirit. Y'all ready? Because I'm about to piggyback off of what we just talked about. Hey, Jane. And Tuesday. Okay, I see you. What's up? Native in the Sky. Welcome back, baby. Okay, listen. This is really important what I'm about to say, y'all. I can't believe this. I cannot. Why I say my live stream ended? Hold on, y'all. They tripping. They talking about my live stream ended. No, it didn't. Okay. Gonzalo de Jesus, how you doing? Javinci, how you doing? Welcome. Okay, so this is piggybacking off of what we just did. It says working together, weird and manipulation. Let me tell you something. Spirit says, see, don't this look like a partnership? Do you not see the moon here? There it is again. Remember that goddess of the moon? Intuition. See how the crown chakra is touching the moon. The moon is touching both their crown chakra, but then how it's like they're holding wisdom and like this would be like holding the connection to the unknown, right? It says you got to work together, but this working together for some of y'all who are working with the divine, it says you're going to end up having to surround yourself with people who are believers, okay? Because your perseverance will outshine attempts to bring you down. Remember I said this ain't for the weak. So like some of y'all be like, this me, it's me, it's me. I'm glad it's you. But you got to have perseverance. Because this is not for the weak. And just know, and look, oh, I didn't even notice that. Look at the moon. You see how it looks like a computer board, baby? Wisdom. This is basically saying you're going to be downloading a lot of wisdom and you're going to be working together with the divine, and you have to have a lot of perseverance. But Spirit wants you to know people will see you as weird. You're going to be an outcast. It is. It's part of the territory. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the territory. It says your interests, some of y'all's interests have taken a different path than expected. Spirit wants you to embrace this elevation is a beautiful part of your journey, but people will see you as weird. The fact that your intuition, you this spiritual, you this, thank you, Kamara Marie. She said unique. The fact that you are this different, some of the people are going to think you're weird. And some of them will try to use manipulation tactics to stop you. They may, some of the, it says, so you're going to have to set clear boundaries and you got to trust your instincts. See, there go that moon again. You're going to have to trust your intuition and your instincts to prioritize self-care. I've already talked to y'all about self-care. I gave y'all a good little speech about self-care and we talked about it. Okay. So you got to prioritize self-care and you got to communicate assertively. Because there will be a lot of people who are going to try to come towards you, who are going to try to shut you down because they're going to think you're weird because you're different. People don't like mirrors. Most people want to hide their hand and do their dirt. They don't want nobody out here shining light on how to get around people who are manipulative and don't nobody want you, hey, they be wanting you to shut up. because you telling the game. Okay. It says, so you're going to have to communicate assertively what you will and will not put up with. And you need to seek support if needed. In other words, who you getting your support from? Your divine team, the divine, you getting your support from the divine. It says your well-being comes first. What did I just say? Your well-being comes first. You got to pour into your cup first. You can't before you pour into anybody else's. You will be looked at as very authentic. I like this. It says you need to embrace who you are. Because I've been talking about who are you. You need to embrace the richness of who you are, and you need to let it shine in everything you do. What did I say? Did I say, and just, when when you go to work or when you go to whatever you do, it's in everything. Every area of your life will have to change. What did I say? Every area? Yeah. How you parent, how you talk to yourself, your health, your finances, every area of your life has got to go through some sort of change. Because you got to be authentic, right? Who you are out in the light has to be who you are when ain't nobody looking. Got to be the same. And so it says you got to let it shine in everything. Authenticity will be a magnet, and people will be drawn to your realness. So you got to be down with the real. It says the old address. Somebody is collecting info about you. It could be like old emails or something like that. It says act fast, update your info. So some of y'all might need to like change passwords, change phone numbers, change this, change that. But typically, one of the things I'm getting to with old address is that sometimes people are going to expect you to be the old you. So when they show up, they're going to come trying to treat you like you the old you from your old address. But you're going to be completely different. Do you see how big this moon is? That's different. They're not going to get the same. Somebody has been having dark thoughts. You may have some people trying to come against you from the shadows, but if you are the one having dark thoughts, then you need to get a hold on it. And I did tell y'all that sometimes when you're going through brokenness or you're going through something, especially betrayal, those are times when you tend to have dark thoughts. And sometimes one of the thoughts is some people don't want to be here anymore. Some people don't want to wake up on this side of the grass. It happens. When you find yourself having dark thoughts, you have to ground yourself. You got to know that you're stronger than the shadows. You can ask for strength. I tell y'all that all the time, to ask for strength, the endurance, and the fortitude to keep going. I need strength today. Today I'm having a bad day. Today my heart hurts extra heavy. It's Mercury retrograde and things are coming into my remembrance and I'm feeling really, really bad. Because y'all, there will be days where sometimes you'll have a memory, you be crying all day long. I tell y'all that. Sometimes I get on here and be like, yeah, y'all, I've been crying all day. And I wake up happy. So if I'm crying all day about something of the past, I will ask God to strengthen me. There's a reason I'm thinking about it. There's a reason why this is coming to the surface. Crying is good, y'all. That's a cleanse. It helps cleanse out what you're holding. I hope that none of you all will ever be. Can I share something with y'all? See, I've been through a lot, but I don't share y'all everything. Everything. I tell y'all stuff in bits and pieces. But I don't ever want any of you all to be so broken to where your emotions, you can't hold them. I'm a mail carrier. Okay. My heart has been so broken. I cried in my sleep. I would wake up and you could see tears from where I was literally crying. My heart was so heavy in my sleep. I had tears. I wasn't crying to go to sleep. No, crying even in my sleep. And when I was awake and I would be delivering the mail, I would literally be handing people, we would be in our morning meeting and I could not, I'm trying to have a straight face and tears would literally, I could not hold it. I have been that broken. to where I couldn't hold it. I would be giving people packages and tears. I never want anybody to feel that type of brokenness where you cannot conduct yourself in society because it's like the inside hurts that bad that everything on the inside it just spills out and you can't control. I could not control it. I could not control it. I would just and people would just be like, "What in the hell?" I mean, tears just. I couldn't stop, and I'm not talking about like no, no. I'm just trying to look like I'm looking now, but it's just running out. I never want you to feel that broken, and if you ever find yourself doing that, please rely on the strength that goes beyond all understanding. Please lean on the divine, because that's what the divine is there for. Ask for what you need. I need strength. I'm broken. Sometimes when you're broken, you don't want to be here, and you need to ask God to strengthen you, especially then. And if you really, really can't handle it, please go sit on somebody's couch and get the help or the medication that you need that will help snap you out of it. I'm a firm believer in getting help. If it goes beyond, you can't get it, you can't snap out of it with prayer, you can't snap out of it with just, this, that, and the other, then go get there are professionals that can help you. There are things that they can give you to help lighten your mood until you're able to stabilize and ground your energy. Okay? Not everybody will tell you to go get help. I'm going to tell you, go get some help. Don't sit here and lose yourself. What's up? Was that Starlight? Hey, Starlight. And what's your name? Pink Mango? Is that what your name's supposed to be? I'm trying to get it, but it's all together. Hey, baby. What's up, Cam Bass? It says relief. See, this is what God wants some of y'all to do. Go get relief. It says life can be overwhelming, but don't forget to give yourself relief. Self-care is really important. So I need you to start prioritizing yourself. Listen, you got to give to everybody. Some of y'all you got your mothers or your fathers, your employees, your bosses. Some of y'all got all kinds of different jobs and all kinds of walks of life. And you're giving. You got to take a moment to take time for you and yourself and take breaks to breathe and to let go of the pressure and to just get grounded. We got to start taking care of ourselves. Okay? We have to. Even if your break and your relief is just sitting with the divine. And I like this, how this moon is looking, because this is how I be looking when I be outside, with the divine. Because that's my new thing. I be outside talking to God. I go for my little walk early before everybody else get up. And I love it. It is such a beautiful time. And, I used to do it up at 3. And I don't sleep a lot, but I make sure I feel like I love God so much. I start my day, I end my day. And it's such a beautiful time because that helps to get the relief. Because you got to think about it. For those of you all like myself who give to the collective, you need this time. You're going to need this time to fill your cup. You got to notice who I said. You got to fill your cup. And then when you sit with the divine fills your cup. So you got to take this time. Please take the time to take care of yourself. It says improvise. It says it's perfectly fine to handle things on your own in a unique way, even if it deviates from the norm. Some of your ways of handling stuff is going to be different than what other people says it should be. Some of y'all, the way that you self-soothe might be to go take a pottery class or to create art. It could be to make music. It could be to write, journal. Some of y'all will go on strolls at a park. You want to go sit in the, you know what I'm saying? It's different for everybody. I've heard some people say they like to run, and when they run, that's spiritual for them. Whatever is unique for you, it could deviate from what's right for Mandy or Susan or Timothy or Tyrone or whatever. It might be different than what's right for you. So you know what it takes for you. Some of y'all, it's just a hot bath or a good shower. And you just, you You be in the shower, you're praying, you're talking to God, you're feeling cleansed, you're saying your affirmations. It could be whatever. You ain't even gotta be talking to God. You just be speaking life into yourself. As you're washing, you're setting your intentions to wash away all the negative and all the things of the day and energy. You know what I'm saying? It's different for everybody. Some people just be around pets, but whatever, regardless of whatever it is, it's okay if it's different. So don't think that yours has to look like somebody else's. Everybody does their own thing. Some of you guys, though, due to the fact that you've been through so much, you will lack trust. It says trust is crucial for any relationship. It requires honesty and transparency and consistency. Rebuilding trust takes time and effort. If you are the one who is going into the divine partnership with a new soulmate or whatever, and you've had some trust issues due to people cheating or betrayal, give yourself grace. It does take time to rebuild trust. But when you meet this new person, if they're being honest and transparent, it has to be consistent. Now, I ain't talking about no love bomb consistency. I'm talking about real consistency. So don't rush the relationship. Don't, you know how sometimes some of y'all be wanting, I want to be in a marriage. No, 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 no. We're going to take our time because this is how trust is built. And especially for those of y'all who've been hurt, people, your new connection, if this is really meant for you, they will take their time with you and allow you as much time as you need it for you to feel like, okay, I can trust that you here for the right. But that comes with a lot of work. Hello, Arizona 79 and Via J. How you doing? Okay. It says playing victim. I know y'all in my collective ain't playing victim. I know we not. It says victim mentality seeks attention and it deflects blame. What did I just say? Victim mentality is out to seek attention and it deflects blame. It's always somebody else's fault. Growth comes from taking responsibilities, looking at yourself in the mirror and going, okay, this right here cannot be. No, I got to change this. If you keep feeling like your person is the problem, and I don't listen, and I know some of y'all gonna be like, Tasha, and I get it. Sometimes some of y'all are in relationships with people who are mentally, emotionally, or physically abusive, whether you're men or women. Some of y'all are in toxic connections. Some of y'all have had toxic upbringings, and I get it and I understand. But at some point, you have to take responsibility for your life. You're an adult, and things that happen to you can be healed if you take the time and the effort to heal it. Childhood wounding can be healed, but you have to choose to heal it. And even when you're in toxic relationships, when you reverse engineer it, how did it become toxic? Why did you allow it? And where did this behavior become acceptable to you? Did you learn it in childhood? What is your role in this? And you may be like, they pummel me. And I get it. I get it. I've been there, I've been all forms of domestic violence, all forms. Y'all want me to share with you another little nugget? Oh yeah, mine ended up with 4 felonies and 11 misdemeanors for my domestic violence situation. And when and the state picked it up, and when I went to the class, let me tell you something. I got sent to a domestic violence class, me and my daughters, okay, at the time. All 3 of us was sent to go take classes. And when I went to the class, there were women in there I'm like, okay, I don't look nothing like what they going through. Do you know what the lady that ran the class looked at? She walked over to me and she said, You are the worst one in here. And when she said worse, your experience is worse than every other woman. There are women in here with blackened eyes. And she telling me I was the worst. You know what she said? Because yours are not visible. Yours are internal, emotional, and mental. You need more help than everybody in here. And I was floored because she said mine was way worse. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, you are the worst out of everybody in here. Because see, we can fix these physical things, but yours is so internal and mental that takes even more time to heal. So been there, done that. But I'm nobody's victim. You have to heal. You have to move past it. You have to. And sometimes on your healing journey, you'll think you've healed and then you go find the same thing. You run right back into the same spirit, different body. But at some point, you got to stop and get off the hamster wheel and be like, why do I keep getting the same person? What am I doing that keeps attracting this same thing? There's a lesson here I'm not learning. And then that's when you can go to the divine and say, hey, there's a lesson I'm going to learn. I keep meeting the same old same. I keep attracting the same old same. What am I doing wrong? And the divine will point out what you're doing wrong, why you're attracting this. What are your behaviors that you can change? Maybe you're not healing. Maybe you just, some of y'all be just wanting attention and I want somebody to hold me. I need somebody to do this. I want somebody to be with me. I want, and I get it. I get it. Everybody needs that. Everybody needs physical touch and you want to be held up and a plus one. And, everybody like attention sometimes. But you got to take time sometimes for self, baby. Sometimes you're just not ready. You need to spend time with you and the divine. You and the divine to figure out what you're doing right or what you're doing wrong. It says, get what I want is here at the bottom. It says you can get what you want, but always ask, what's the cost? You can get what you want, but you have to ask, what's the cost? Ensure that it does not compromise your peace, your values, or your well-being. Some of y'all want to be rich, but at what cost? Some of y'all want positions of power, but at what cost? I'm serious. At what cost? Because see, everybody always wants to sit in the seat of elevation. Everybody always wants more. But what happens if it compromises your peace, your values, and your well-being? To whom much is given, much is required. So you need to think about what you're asking for before you get what you're asking for. Some of y'all want romantic partners, and then you be mad when you ain't got time alone. Sometimes people, oh my God, I want to have a baby. I want to have a baby. God gives you a baby, but then you didn't sign up for an 18-year class. Now you mad at yourself because sometimes I don't get to do anything. I hate being a mom. But you asked to be a mama. I'm being real serious. These are practical things people just be asking for. Right? And then you get mad when when you have a baby. That's just not a one day, oh, I just have them. Like they're only like small for about a year, 2 years, and then they grow. And then you got to continue that's an 18-year class. Okay? That's what you're signing up for. Cause I done seen the videos. I hate being a mama. There's daddies that don't want a daddy. Okay, but that's what you're signing up for. So when you ask God for certain things, think about what you're asking for. If you're trying to be a spouse, then you're signing up to compromise. Sometimes you're going to have to yield to your partner. That means sometimes you ain't going to be always right. You got to find the middle ground. And if you're somebody who likes a lot of alone time, you might need to go be single then. Because you're going to have to give a lot more of yourself. And sometimes when you're in partnerships, then you can't do all the things you want to do in other areas. Like if you're trying, service areas, sometimes people can't juggle both. And then some people who are in marriage and they're trying to do service, then their marriage suffers because they're trying to do this. So you got to understand balance, checks and balances, baby. I tell y'all this all the time. You need to make sure you're understanding what you're asking for, because God can open the door for you. But then when he tells you, okay, this is the requirements for this job, some of y'all might actually back out. Some of the requirements for this job is not something you want to deal with. You're going to be disrespected. People are going to think you're weird. You're going to have to deal with a lot of trolls. You're going to have to deal with a lot of backbiting. You're going to have this, and this. And then there's going to, don't forget, there's going to be spiritual warfare, and it's going to be hard. Sometimes it's going to feel like it's going to literally knock you on your ass sometimes, but you got to keep going. And you got to go through those Job experiences. That's not easy. So you got to think about what you're asking for. So count the cost. That is a really big point. I have to make sure I'm doing. Welcome, Sadie. How you doing? Sadie, go find you something to do. Goodbye. I don't have time for you or your nonsense. Goodbye. Welcome, Miss J. Your negativity does not belong in this room. Please keep scrolling. And I'm so serious. You didn't repeat it yourself 2 or 3 times. Just shut up and leave. Hello, one love. And I mean that with all love and light. Sometimes I need to tell people to shut up, and you one of them. All right. It says at the top, see, no rest. No rest. It says your noticeable struggle with insomnia, restlessness, and lack of sleep is affecting your health. Some of y'all, lack of sleep can affect your health. It can. You know what I mean? Some of y'all will have insomnia, and some of it could be because you got what you want. You see what I'm saying? I know I definitely have, I don't have insomnia, but I definitely have, I don't get as much as everybody else because I have a lot on my plate. So, but if you are somebody who struggles with insomnia or restlessness, and sleep, try your best to get, like, take naps. I'm good for naps. You know what I'm saying? Eat right. That's really important. Take care of your diet. This was also help. Diet and exercise. And and just try your best to make as much time as you can. Sometimes a little 15-minute cat nap or something real quick. Doesn't have to be long. How you doing? What's your name? Mono something. How you doing? It says it's time to change the narrative. We've had this card before. Changing the narrative means you got to constantly strive to eliminate negativity and instill positivity in your surroundings. Just like when I just told old girl to be quiet. I don't normally tell people to shut up, but she did. She just kept doing it. And let me tell you, and that was me eliminating the negativity. JP is real good with doing it too. I just don't have time for it. There's certain messages I just don't have time for people coming in here being stupid. Or, I just don't. Either you believe or you don't. And if you don't, keep scrolling. I didn't ask for you to click on my face. You clicked. I'm going to give you the real. Sometimes we got to change the narrative. You cannot allow negativity to take over the room. Sometimes you got to be the type that will be, hey, you got to be quiet. You got to go. You got to instill more positivity. And everything I've been saying is positive. So why am I going to allow this person to come in here and say negative things? You see what I'm saying? And the same thing goes for you all. So you can change the narrative. When people go low, you can go high. But you want to try to don't come to their level. Don't come to their level. Let me give you an example of going down to somebody's level. Y'all, some of y'all have heard of, I'm gonna just call her Cheyenne Bryant. I'm not gonna put the DR in front of the name because they don't know if she really a DR, a doctor or not. But she was on a podcast, and I didn't know she was a part of several podcasts. And one of the things that she was doing with one of her co-hosts, she literally cussed him out, and he stayed professional. And she kept hitting well below the belt. And I'm gonna be honest, ever since I seen her pop off on him, I have not looked at her the same. Because typically, especially if you have that DR in front of your name, you conduct yourself to a certain decorum, even when you're dealing with situations that are hard. But the way she handled herself, you would thought she was a chick on the street. I just ain't been able to see the same. So we got to change the narrative and always be aware of your surroundings. Okay. In other words, because you just never know who's in the room. Who's in the room? Oh, just like I heard this other great, another great quote. Somebody says you got to always conduct yourself like God is watching. Act like God is in the room. If God is in the room, hey, would I be talking such and such reckless? I told her to shut up, but but I'm not the type that would literally go low and start eliminating, like cursing you out. I'm not gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that. That's not who I am. But you know what I'm saying? Just be aware of your surroundings. And if you can't contain yourself, go take a walk, breathe, count to count to 10, woo sigh, take some deep breaths. Okay. And I'm gonna leave it there. All right. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed tonight's reading. Thank you all for the 905 jewels. But most importantly, I want to thank the Most High Son, the Holy Spirit, and my light team. And I want to thank JP, the guy, for being an awesome moderator. Thank you all. Thank you to Adolf for the 1010 super chat. And thank you all for the 250 likes. I hope y'all been learning something all week. Because you know, this is what we about over here. This is a learning tarot channel. This is not really tarot. I use tarot, but my tarot is more so to teach you lessons. Okay, it's not really. I really am not. I don't even consider myself really a tarot reader because y'all can get those same messages from 1,000 other readers. Over here, you're gonna learn something. Okay, so I hope you've been learning something. And if you missed Sunday's message, you should probably go back and watch it, especially the second half from the second and third deck. It was very, very powerful. But it kind of, you might want to watch the beginning because it all ties together. All these messages all week have been designed to strengthen you, to help you to recognize who you are, and to step into your power, and to step into what you've been called to be, what you've been called for. Okay. So I hope this helps. If you need a personal, I'm the light tarot at gmail.com. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. At 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Standard, 8:30 Central. Okay. I love you. You have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon in your part of the world. And I'm blessed to have you here, and I'll be blessed to see you tomorrow. Bye, baby. Y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. You know when I upload, and hype me up. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, baby.